I'm Daniel Rester.
And I'm Luke Carpenter.
And this is Movieholic.
Today we're doing a review of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Com check. We're live.
Target acquired.
What the hell is that?
Abort.
Ethan, what happened in the Kremlin?
It was a setup.
The Russians are classifying this as an undeclared act of war. The blame points to you and your team. The president has initiated Ghost Protocol. The entire IMF has been disavowed.
The fourth installment of the popular Mission Impossible franchise opens with Tom Cruise's character Ethan Hunt being broken out of a Russian prison to help with an important mission: securing launch codes to a Russian nuclear weapon. Hunt's new team consists of Benji Dunn, a former IMF technician newly promoted to field agent, played by Simon Pegg, Jane Carter, played by Paula Patton, and Chief Analyst William Brandt, played by Jeremy Renner. The team must find the codes and stop the terrorist Kurt Hendricks from completing his plans of inciting nuclear war. At first, I was really mad that they were making another Mission Impossible movie, because I thought 3 would have been enough. It's not James Bond. It doesn't need 23 movies. 3 would have been just fine. Instead, they made a 4th, and I was pretty upset about that. But it was actually pretty good. And the whole movie was good in the way that there was never a dull moment, and it always had the proper amount of tension. It just keeps you going the whole time. But some of the scenes are just ridiculous and over the top, and I don't want to go into details. But it's just like, did that really need to happen?
Yeah, I agree. Perhaps the series should have ended at the third one. Perhaps it should have ended at the first one. And yeah, there's some over-the-top moments, especially there's one key one that happens in a parking garage, I think it is, towards the end, and I'm just like, what? At least for me. But I agree, there's never a dull moment. The pace in this is just fantastic. I was like excited the entire movie. And Tom Cruise, he really owns the part now. Say what you will about him, but he's great in these movies. He does most of his own stunts, and he really likes to make it as authentic as he can when it comes to the action scenes. And just Brad Bird, I thought, was a great addition to this, being the director. He's done animated movies like The Incredibles, and he really has a good sense of the environment and how to bring out these action scenes and stuff. And still, the gadgets they use are just awesome.
I agree, and I was actually really pleased that they brought in the new BMW concept car. I'd seen some commercials, and they had some cool gadgets, like a GPS in the windshield.
Yeah, that was amazing. My 2 favorites, though, I won't fully say what they are because I don't want to give it away, except in the trailer, one of them, it kind of shows when he's climbing the buildings, was the gloves. I thought those were awesome. And then there's something in here that sort of involves an invisible wall type thing, but
that was really cool.
Not really at the same time, because I don't really want to spoil it.
In fact, those gloves really reminded me of Mission Impossible 1. I felt like they were kind of poking at it, because he had those suction cups that he used to climb the vents, and it's just
That's
like,
way
look how
more
much
advanced.
Yeah, it's way better.
And that entire scene, the climbing scene with the gloves, was just incredible. So as I said before, Tom Cruise just really owns this part by now, and he's great, as he always is, in the role. But another thing I really liked about this one is that I felt that the supporting characters were a lot stronger, and you got actors in there such as Jeremy Renner. He's one of my favorite actors. He's in The Hurt Locker, The Town. He's just a great actor.
He's going to be in the Avengers. Hawkeye. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, speaking of Jeremy Renner, though, he and Simon Pegg had really good chemistry, surprisingly. Like, they have some funny banter once in a while, and Simon Pegg actually really surprised me, because I've always seen him in, like, Shaun of the Dead, He's got those ridiculous roles. He was perfect for this role, and he had comedic relief every now and then, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, he was also in the third one, but it was a much shorter part in the third one. But yeah, I agree that him and Jeremy Renner were really good together as the supporting characters, and Jeremy Renner I shouldn't even doubt him since he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
He actually had a few funny one-liners in here, also adding to the comedic relief.
Yeah.
And then Tom Cruise has one really funny line too. That
Yeah.
takes place in Dubai.
I really like that.
But then also in here you have Paula Patton. She's kind of more eye candy than acting for some of it. I don't know. She's alright.
I thought her character was kind of bland and only there for show.
Yeah, Renner and Peg were a lot better, I thought.
Yeah.
But what kind of annoyed me is your villain in here. I forget the actor's name, but he was the main character in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. But he's alright as acting. He doesn't say much in the movie. But I'm just kind of tired of one-note villains where they just want to cause nuclear war to gain some small sort of thing out of it, like whether it be cause destruction to gain a new thing of peace or gain money out of it or something like that. I'm just sort of sick of the concept of villains only wanting to cause nuclear war. It's like you can't think of something else the villains want to do.
Yeah, I really like complex villains that are just, they have one very specific goal, and usually it's not as important or life-threatening as nuclear war. But I just really like those a lot more than...
Yeah, either the more complex and standout villains, or the more crazy and insane villains where you can't connect with them at all.
Like
or
the Joker.
ones that are a mix of both, like the Joker or like Antoine Chigurh.
Right.
Those characters are just amazing. The one here is just kind of like a fill-in villain, but other than that, I don't really have much complaints.
So, because the franchise has dragged on so much, in my opinion, and because the villain was just so vague and overused concept that I didn't really like it, and some of the stuff was just overblown, I'm gonna give it 3. It's close, but doesn't quite make it to 3.5, because it is a good movie, and I did enjoy it, but it's just not quite 3.5 for me.
Yeah, I agree. Really strong 3 out of 4 stars for me. I agree. Very close to getting the 3.5 out of 4 stars because it's probably the best action movie of the year.
Yeah.
Just spectacular set pieces, rapid pace, good sense of imagination from director Brad Bird. Tom Cruise and the rest of the cast do a good job. But as he said, there's some over-the-top moments. Of course there is with the set pieces, but some of it you buy, other parts you're just like, is that really necessary? And then the villain and just his idea of nuclear war just kind of felt recycled, and I'm just kind of tired of that concept. And that sort of made the story kind of straightforward. But other than that, great action movie. I'd say go and see it if you just want to see a really kick-ass action movie. But what did you guys think? Are you going to see Mission Impossible 4? Do you think that Tom Cruise still has it? Is Jeremy Renner going to be a good fit for the Bourne movies? Let us know what you think, and this is Movieholic.
Thanks for watching.
This operation's over before it even begins.
Would you care to explain yourself, Brandt?
Who are you, really? We all have our secrets. Don't we, Ethan?
Okay, this is a slight wrinkle. We're going to have to go into the server room from the outside.
We?
I'm on the computer.